Hey guys, what's up? Video game viewer here bringing you the review of Mr. Prepper. Mr. Prepper is seen set in a location where the government has taken over complete control of the nation a la communism style. Now, Mr. Prepper is a man who absolutely does not like this. In fact, he's been caught trying to escape the country once and was arrested by the government, but given a second chance. Now, with that being said, he is subject to random government inspections of his home, and he is on probation. The government will come about once a week to check his house for contraband. And if he's caught, he could be arrested, which would mean game over, or he could be subject to more random inspections more often, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. With that being said, the whole goal of the game is to get out of this country and survive at all costs. So what you're going to be doing in this game is building an underground bunker with the ultimate goal of building a rocket ship to get out of the country. While you're doing that, you're going to be growing underground food, storing water, hiding all kinds of stuff like things that you've crafted at your workbench. And as I said, once a week, a government agent will come to your house and inspect it for any contraband. The game has your typical survival tropes where you're going to be going out, gathering resources, gathering wood from the forest and seeds, and so you can plant in your gardens. But let me tell you, when the government agent shows up to do the random inspections, it's absolutely madness, and it just gets more crazy as the game goes on, because the more and more contraband you have, you only have a limited amount of time to answer the door when he knocks, and you do know that he's coming. There's a calendar that you can open up and you can see, alright, he's coming on this day, so you can sort of kind of get prepared for it, but it still kind of seems to catch you off guard even though you know it's coming. And you can't have anything on your character when this inspection happens. You can't have anything out of the ordinary. And you're just racking your brain like, did I forget anything in the house? Did I leave anything in a cabinet or something that this guy is going to discover? And I'm going to be arrested. And it's just, like I said, the more stuff you gather, the more illegal contraband you craft at your workbench and try to hide, the more tense it gets each and every time that this agent shows up. You can also trade with other townsfolk. You have trust levels for your neighbors. So the more you trade with your neighbors, the more they'll trust you, and the more you will trust them, and your trust will mutually grow, unlocking better options for trade, because just like you don't like the government, they also don't really like the government either. So there's this whole vibe of an underground network going on behind the government's back that they don't know about, and you're constantly trying to stay one step ahead of the government until you can get out of this country. Some other things that you're going to be doing is there's like a forest you can go to, and that's kind of like you can go there, pick blueberries, you can go hunting, you meet the herbalist in the forest, and she gives you like seeds, and she unlocks like more trading options, so you can trade with her for seeds that you can grow. And the crafting is just, there's so much stuff you can craft. I haven't even seen everything that you can craft yet, but I'm definitely having fun in the grind loop of it all, and like getting caught up in the excitement of like, oh, the agent's coming, I have to hide everything, and like going through every little nook and cranny of this house to make sure I have everything hidden. So that's the basic overall gameplay loop, guys. You're going to be building a bunker with the ultimate goal of building the rocket. To accomplish this, you're going to be exploring the forest to gather some resources, trading with your neighbors, all while dodging the government agents. Graphically, I don't think the game is going to win any awards for being the most graphically impressive game in the world, but it definitely has like its own unique, distinct art style that I really dug. It's like this side scroller type art style where you can like see through the walls of his house from a 2D view, kind of like The Sims a little bit. And I don't know, I found myself, I liked it. I liked the art direction they went with, and how everything looks. It has a 1950s vibe to it for like the cars driving around and stuff. So I definitely dig the art style. But again, the graphics, they're not the most impressive thing you're going to see. It's certainly not going to be, you know, a graphics card crippler or anything like that. Now I want to discuss sound. There's not really any voice acting in this game. It's all told through like thought bubbles and things like that, or letters that come in your mailbox. The music, it's kind of very repetitive. It's lacking a little bit. It's just more like ambient background music. There's not some bombastic soundtrack here into this game. As far as controls go, it's point and click. You're going to be moving your mouse around, clicking on different objects. Left click, or right click, I'm sorry, on the mouse is to interact. Your scroll wheel is to zoom in and out. And then your left wheel is to like move him around, click where he wants to go. If you double click, he'll run. That sort of stuff. A lot of working with the mouse. It's very not too much on the keyboard. I think you can hit like Q to pull out a weapon or something, but other than that, most of what you're doing is taking place on the mouse. Speaking of the mouse and movement and stuff, one area that this game absolutely sucks is combat. Combat is so boring in this. You're literally just mashing the left mouse button over wolves in the forest, and that's it. There's like no aiming mechanics or anything like that. It's so dry, dull, and boring. But luckily this game isn't very combat heavy or combat focused, or I would have given this an absolute stinkeroo of a game. But it's not that. So overall, I'm really enjoying my time with it. It's like a really interesting game. I haven't seen one like this before, where you know you're like getting random inspections and stuff. I never kind of seen anything like that before. Now I do have one other con with this game, and I hope the devs will update it in the future. The saving mechanic is horrendous. You have to wait till the end of the day before you can go to sleep. And then only once you go to sleep does it save the game. Now, there are certain exceptions to this. If the wolves in the forest knock you unconscious, it'll say such and such hours have passed, and it'll save. But outside of that, you have to wait till the nighttime comes before you can save. Now, there is a fast forward mechanic that you could fast forward through it, but you have to sleep in order to save. I wish they would add a quick save feature where we could kind of save wherever we wanted. I did find myself wanting to quit the game at some point to go do something else, but I kind of had to wait before I could save. So please, the developers of this, if you're watching, please add that into the game, a quick save feature. Now, there's some other stuff going on in the game. You do have a basic health bar that goes down based on hunger. So you have to eat to make that go back up. The longer you go without food, that'll drain. You have a sleep meter. If you don't sleep and that hits 0, you'll pass out or faint. And you also have a preparedness meter. And to be honest, I didn't really find, like, if my preparedness dropped, I didn't really find any, like, hindrance to that. There are certain, like, gameplay buffs that you can get. I'm still learning all those, so I'm not 100% what all of them are, but, like, you can have a lack of sleep buff, where, like, you know, it'll affect certain things. But overall, it's a pretty simple game. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend it. So Mr. Prepper, I am giving Mr. Prepper an 8.5 out of 10. So definitely worth checking out, guys. It's on Steam right now. It's $19.99 US. So definitely, if you're looking for a new survival experience that breaks the mold a little bit from, like games like Rust or DayZ, this is definitely one of those survival games that's worth checking out and giving your time and money towards. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like this video and you want to see more, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you ding dong hit that bell for notifications of when I upload future videos. Thank you so much, guys. Peace.